finding and selecting objects quickly in Revit. Okay, here we have a situation. We have a bunch of conduit and a bunch of elbows, and I need to change the type of the conduit and elbows to the correct type. So if I came in here and I selected everything, and then I said, okay, I only want to change the conduit right now, okay, because I'm going through the filter tool. Then I can change the filter tool to the underground, the correct underground setting or type, and then I have to come back and then I have to change, filter out everything, and now let's just say that I would do the same with the elbows. Then find the right type and select that. There's a lot of selecting and unselecting, so I'm going to undo this, get back to where it was. Another method you could use is basically you could grab this, I don't grab this existing conduit or the correct conduit, is go to the Properties tab. I can select conduits, then change it to the right conduit setting. Then I can come in here and change the fittings, and then change fittings to the right type. And I don't have to select and unselect constantly. Now everything is done correctly. It's just a quick way. Instead of using the filter tool, just use the properties and change, per category. Okay. Another method of finding things quickly is, all right, we're going to undo this, get everything back to where it was. Okay. Let's say I'm in this area and I don't want to grab the whole model. Let's just say I want those elbows, just change those elbows. You can select it, say all instance within view, and everything's selected, and then I can change it. Okay, that's one way of doing it. Of course, you could do the whole project if you know everything's going to change. All right. That's basically for selecting. Okay, let's say you want to find something. Okay, so let's do a different model here. All right, I'm in this model. As you can see, it's pretty crowded. A lot of electrical stuff going on here. Probably bigger than it needs to be. Okay, and say I'm looking for a particular panel board. So what you could do is you go to the family, and in this case we create a type for every panel board. So we have all the information per the type. And let's say I'm looking for that particular panel board there. I would select it, right click, say select, and show me the entire project. Okay, as you can see, I can't see it. So what you need to do is do a section box, and voila, there it is. So an easy way to find, types or families or certain types is to just basically, like I said, just right click, select all instances, and then the entire project, and then do a section box around it, and it'll zoom right to it. Another method, finding or going back to where you were. Let's just say you were over here looking at this panel board, and you're looking around. Let's go to section box. Okay, you're looking at it, and then you say, okay, then you go look at something else. You would basically go to the other side of the building, look at, okay, I see this, okay, now I want to get back to where I was. Right click, hit select previous, and to a section box, and you'll go right back to where you were. Just quick ways of getting back and forth and finding things. Another method I like to use is the filter. So for example, if you set your model correctly, or to where you can use it efficiently. In this case here, our conduit and our equipment is set, the colors are set to different voltages. So what I'm going to do here is my filter tool. I'm going to basically turn everything off except the 480. As you can see here now, I can see the 480 volts. Now let's just say, for example, I want to work only on transformers. The other method is inside of your RFAs, if you create subcategories. So if you go to, manage object styles, as you can see here, I got the clearance zone, and then I got a category called transformers. Okay, so now if I go to visibility, graphics, and go down to, let's turn everything off, and then turn transformers on, I only see transformers. As I was creating this video, somebody came in my office and just suggested that, hey, maybe the example I used using conduit, changing the type and changing the fittings, was probably not the best solution. I could have picked something else, because in conduit you can actually do a different technique. And I'll show it to you real quick here. So for example, let's say that elbow is not the right type. I can hover over it, hit my tab, and then I can say reapply type, correct the type. I can undo that and just, actually I can just pick all that, reapply type, and I'll get them both. Same with cable tray. I think anything in MEP you can use reapply type. So for example, I'll change this basket, and I can change that to, say, cable tray, or sorry, a ladder cable tray. Okay. Yeah, so in MEP, there is another way of changing type pretty quickly, if you didn't know that. Okay, until next time.